Hi guys, Dr. Hale Pringle. Want to talk to you today about Livegood. There are no losers in Livegood. They have designed it that way. Now, how is that possible? Let me give you a spoiler alert. It's the comp plan, the matrix. Very unique, and it sets it up to where the upline and the downline are all supporting the person in the middle, which might be you. So we end up with people who aren't recruiting, they aren't selling, they aren't coming to meetings that we don't have, they aren't taking the training yet, but they're still making money. Takes quite a while to make some money, serious money, if you're not doing anything, but you don't have to leave because you're draining your wallet. It's $10 a month, and after you get 40 people in your group, the company pays the $10. You're making enough, but you don't have to take it out of your bank account. So let's take a look at the matrix. I want to give you I'm leaving out a whole bunch of the bonuses and matching this and that, trying to give you just the basics so you understand where it comes from. So Livegood members make money even if they don't sell or recruit. Now that's a big problem for most network marketing companies. Somebody comes in, they're not really ready, they really don't have the motivation yet, and by the time they are ready, they've decided to give up. So it's a common problem in network marketing companies that the vast majority of the people do not make any kind of money. You look at the charts and you see 1% and 2% and 5% make, that's $300 a month. Livegood doesn't work that way, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So they've developed this compensation plan based on a force matrix, and a force matrix means people, when they sign up, are put in a slot. There are no power games where the person who recruited puts the person in what he thinks is the best spot, which usually means the powerful people get put with other powerful people so there can be some synergy there, which means the beginners, the folks who aren't as strong, the people who are just kind of figuring it out, they're off there in the small pond with the small minnows, and nobody's making money, and they are losing money. And so the system is very different, very different. By the way, as I said earlier, I'm only doing the top level of this. There is a link there, livegood.com/pay plan, that goes through all of it if you're one of those compulsive people who really wants to know all the ins and outs. What I'm interested in is the fact that the vast majority of the people who join, as long as they pay the $10 a month for a while until the company starts paying it, if they stay in, they're going to make money. So here's what the matrix looks like. And there are several points that are worth noting. First, the amount you get paid, the fundamental bottom line, is how many people are in your downline. Now, it doesn't matter who put them there, it's just a count. It doesn't depend upon you recruiting, it doesn't depend upon you selling. You don't have to have a minimum number of PV and BV and DV and all the other good stuff. So the comp plan is strictly how many people are down there. Doesn't matter how they got there, which is how people can make money. So the second item, they're filled row by row going down. I'm saying right to left. It could be left to right. It could be a computer formula. Doesn't matter. The person who does the recruiting doesn't control where the new person goes. They go in the top row, left, right. Now that we finished that row, let's go to the next row. Left, right, left, right. Now we finished that row. Let's go to the next row. That's how people are placed. So your entire matrix, once you join, is inside of your upline's matrix, which is inside of his upline's matrix. Let me show you that in just a minute. So, first person gets recruited, they go there. Now here's you. You were, and just for this example, you were recruited. Now the person up top goes back to the next row and starts filling in. Now here, I'm assuming that you actually sponsored somebody. And I've split this one green and yellow because that person in a minute is going to actually sponsor somebody. So now we get another person by the top person, and they start the next row. Now there should be some folks here other than just red, because the upline for the red guy is going to be putting some people in. But for ease, I just did it this way. So he puts one into your group, and then your own downline puts one in your group. Now the black is somebody further upline, and they've put somebody in the group. And then you put somebody else in the group. So now you have a total of 6 people in the group. You've put 2 in. The rest were either put in by your own downline or your upline. And that's how folks begin to make money, because that whole group, they're going to be paid for every week for some parts of it and every month for some other parts. I mean, I made money the first paycheck, the first Friday after I joined. I made $175, which is more than I've made in most network companies in the first 6 months, maybe a year, depending upon which ones it was. So there is disclaimer here. You have to do, I mean, the products aren't guaranteed, and the prices are incredibly low. I mean, but the quality is very, very high. You're not required to buy. You don't have an auto ship. You buy when you want to. There's no guarantee on the income. Can't do that. Past performance does not guarantee future performance. So there's a link that will go through all the disclaimers that's down there in the bottom corner of the screen. But it's a great program. So that's basically how I said you. If you take the you and replace those 2 green ones that you sponsored with black or red, then you've got somebody who's totally passive but is still growing and making money. So I want to go a little deeper. So let's take a short tour just a little deeper into the system. So it's made up, the whole matrix of just, I mean, they got 250 million or 250,000 people at this point. So the matrix has 250,000 nodes in it. So our little section is a little piece in this huge thing. So over on my right is a yellow with half a dozen people in them. Those are part of that thing that doesn't involve us, even though it's part of the same upline, but none of those people getting in is going to put any money into any of our bank accounts, because we're over here on the full side. So let's look at it. Assume the purple down there is you. Here's those rows I was talking about. So you get a row, and everybody has to complete a row. You won't end up with a situation where there's a slot up higher in the matrix that was never filled. Everybody who's sponsoring has to fill everyone in their row before they're allowed to go to the next row. All that's done automatically by the computer. So over on the left, we can see that I have yellow row 2, yellow row 3, yellow row 4, yellow row 5. I put the upline there in black. There's a bunch of them. We don't know where we are in their situation, and if I put the colors in there, it'd totally black out the whole screen. They are up there. They are helping to sponsor people in your group. But gives you an idea. Yellow triangle includes everything in the green triangle. I will note that the green triangle actually looks blue. We add yellow plus green, you get blue. So that's why it looks blue. which includes everything in the it's supposed to be red, but the colors all mixed together, which includes everything in the purple, which is you. So everybody's inside a triangle. It's inside everybody's triangle. So the whole system is built on a whole lot of triangles. And if we split a line right down the middle, we'd have the left and the right for that yellow node up at the very top. So that's kind of how this works, is we get rows and people filling the rows. Your upline will fill rows below you. If you sponsor anybody, and the ones that the upline sponsors, those folks will all go underneath you and help build your income. So that's basically the matrix. There are other folks who've done videos on this, but I kind of wanted to show the triangles and clarify the rows so the people upline are helping you and your people downline are helping you. So you guys have a great day. Oh, Hale, yes. Okay, that's all for today, but I do want to repeat, Livegood really is a no-brainer. It's inexpensive to get in, $50. There's no auto ship. There is a $10 a month membership, and the program within a year or so for almost everybody pays for itself, so you're not even paying the $10. Everybody makes money. Products are outstanding and dirt cheap. Great program. Everybody wins. No-brainer. There's a link down below this video that's clickable. It's the link that's on the screen, where you can see the CEO in about 7 minutes describe what he was thinking when he redesigned network marketing completely. So most of the things that annoyed us and made us leave the company we were in are taken care of. So incredible company.